Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Royal24 Gossip. Please subscribe and keep watching for more details. I am your friend Wade C. The portrait of the working royals was taken following the coronation ceremony. Image. Hugo Bernard/Royal Household 2023/Pay-In official portraits taken to mark King Charles's coronation. The monarch and Queen Camilla were joined by 10 family members who all carry out engagements on behalf of the firm. The picture, taken in the throne room at Buckingham Palace, was described in an official statement as being of members of the working royal family. King Charles has long floated the idea of a slimmed-down monarchy, but Princess Anne, who undertook the most engagements last year, revealed earlier this month that she opposed this proposal, adding that it doesn't sound like a good idea. Some of those featured in the portrait carried out some 100 engagements each last year alone. Here, Express.co.uk takes a look at who makes up the team of working royals as it stands today. Prince William, the future king. Image. Getty. The king's eldest son and future heir to the throne has been taking part in royal engagements since he was small. The first was with his parents in Wales in 1991 when he was just 8 years old. The now 40-year-old Prince William took on royal duties full-time in 2017 when he left the East Anglia Air Ambulance, where he had worked as a pilot. Both he and Kate have taken part in many royal tours over the years, although their recent trip to the Caribbean last year had mixed reviews. But 2022 also saw him take the Earthshot Prize to America with the Princess of Wales. In total, the prince carried out a staggering 126 royal engagements in 2022. Kate, Princess of Wales. The Princess of Wales and future Queen Consort. Image. Getty. Since joining the royal fold 12 years ago, Kate has played a key role in the royal family, carrying out several engagements and more than 30 royal tours on behalf of the crown. The Princess of Wales took part in 90 royal engagements last year. She has been particularly active when it comes to campaigning for children's welfare, founding the annual Children's Mental Health Week, and being a royal patron to the mental health charity Place to Be. Speaking in February, the 41-year-old told reporters, "I'm a firm believer in giving children the skills that they need for life and focusing on their social and emotional development. The Wales's 3 children, George 9, Charlotte 8, and Louis 5, are all expected to follow in their parents' footsteps and become working royals when they are older." Princess Anne. Princess Anne is deemed the hardest working royal, as she does the most engagements. Image. Getty. The king's younger sister has spent decades undertaking royal engagements and has long been deemed the hardest working member of the royal family. She took on the most engagements not only last year but the year before too. The Princess Royal, a title traditionally a role given to the monarch's oldest daughter, has been undertaking royal engagements since 1969 when she was 18 last year. She carried out a staggering 214 royal engagements. The 72-year-old was busiest in July of last year, carrying out 24 engagements, almost one every day that month. Vice Admiral Sir Tim Lawrence. Vice Admiral Sir Tim Lawrence, Princess Anne's husband. Image. Getty. Over the past 30 years, King Charles's brother-in-law has made regular royal appearances with Anne and featured in the official coronation portrait. But he was not formally a working royal. The 68-year-old previously served in the Royal Navy, having joined in 1972 and retired officially in 2011. He is frequently seen at Anne's side during engagements, and last year, he was the only person on the balcony for Trooping the Color during the Jubilee celebrations who was not born into the royal family or a working royal. Earlier this year, Express.co.uk readers voted that he should become a working royal as it was felt he would be a great asset to the firm. Prince Edward, the youngest of the Queen and Philip's children. Image. Getty. The Duke of Edinburgh, King Charles's younger brother, worked briefly in the Royal Marines before pursuing a career in theater production. Before becoming a full-time working royal in 2002, he had his own company, Ardent Productions. He is now involved in several charities and is a patron of the Duke of Edinburgh Award, Paralympics GB, and the Commonwealth Games Federation. The 59-year-old has proved his devotion to the crown over the years, and last year, he took part in 143 royal engagements. Along with his wife, they became the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, formerly the Earl and Countess of the Earl of Wessex and Forfar, in March 2023. Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh. Sophie has been the Duchess of Edinburgh since March 2023. Image. Getty. Much like her husband, the Duchess of Edinburgh also had her own company before becoming a working royal full-time, having set up her own PR agency RJH Public Relations in 1996. However, after 6 years, she too then began solely carrying out royal duties for the monarch. The 58-year-old has become an increasingly hardworking royal over the years, as much like her husband. She gave Princess Anne a run for her money last year, completing 138 royal engagements. Don't miss? Prince Harry fans flocked to express pull to crown and coronation favorite RDPRT. Prince Andrew sees himself as a young man with a lot of life to live, and always us. Britain's glad Prince Harry kept UK visit for coronation short, NCT. The Duke of Gloucester. The Duke and Duchess of Gloucester, at a wedding in 2019, image, Getty. Prince Richard, Duke of Gloucester, is son of George V and Queen Mary, making him the king's first cousin once removed. The 78-year-old had not planned to be a working royal, as his older brother, Prince William of Gloucester, was set to inherit his father's titles. He studied at Cambridge and began a successful career in architecture, becoming a partner at a firm in London. But sadly, Prince William then died in a flying accident in 1972. Prince Richard then quit his role as architect and took on more and more royal engagements, becoming the Duke of Gloucester in 1974. Last year, he took on more royal engagements than even the likes of Princess Kate, taking part in 100 throughout 2022. The Duchess of Gloucester, originally from Denmark, Birgit married the Duke in 1972 after the pair met while studying. The 76-year-old accompanied her husband on his first official visit overseas in 1973 when they represented the Queen at the 70th birthday of the Norwegian king. In 2022, she took on only slightly less work than her husband, carrying out 94 royal engagements over the course of the year. She is related to more than 60 organizations in a wealth of areas from health and welfare to sports and education. The Duke of Kent. The Duke of Kent is the first cousin of Queen Elizabeth. Image, Getty. Prince Edward, not to be mistaken with the king's younger brother, is the 87-year-old first cousin of Queen Elizabeth. His mother, Princess Marina of Greece and Denmark, was first cousins with Prince Philip, meaning he is both second cousin and first cousin, once removed to the king. The prince was given the Duke of Kent title at just 6 years old when his father, Prince George, was killed in a tragic accident in 1942. He did not begin royal engagements until after retiring from the British Army in 1976, but has done much since. In fact, he was the first member of the royal family to make an official visit to China. He now splits his time between his own patronages. He is involved with more than 140 charities and supported Charles. Last year, he carried out 78 engagements. Princess Alexandra. Princess Alexandra had a close relationship with the late Queen, Image, Getty. The Honorable Lady Ogilvy is both the king's second cousin and first cousin, once removed as her father was the Queen's uncle and her mother was Prince Philip's first cousin. As first cousins, the 86-year-old had a close relationship with the Queen and was described as the closest thing to a sister Her Majesty had, as her own sister, Princess Margaret, had died more than 2 decades ago, according to the 2021 documentary Princess Alexandra. The Queen's confidant. Last year, she took on 44 engagements, including the annual Buckingham Palace Garden Party, where she stood in for the late monarch, who was then struggling with mobility issues. She frequently plays a role in causes close to her heart, according to the royal family website, such as in mental health and terminal illness.